What if I told you that most dreams don't die because they're impossible? They die because we keep dreaming instead of moving. Hello, my friends. Today's story is not about poverty or wealth. It's about the quiet battle between hope and effort, and how one small mistake can reveal a lifetime of truth. In a busy little town just after sunrise, life moved with a familiar rhythm. Merchants opened wooden shutters, farmers tightened their sandals and headed toward the fields. The scent of earth, milk, and morning firewood filled the air. Everyone had somewhere to go. Everyone except one young man. Beneath the wide shade of an old neem tree, Ayaan sat. Ayaan was young, tall, strong, the kind of man built for hard work. But something inside him had gone quiet. His hands were capable, yet idle. His body was strong, yet unwilling. The villagers knew him well, not for his skill, but for his excuses. Ayaan was poor, yes, but more than that, he was comfortable with waiting. He refused to work, yet dreamed endlessly of becoming rich. He imagined success arriving one day without sweat, without struggle, as if fortune might trip over him while he slept. Even his meals came from the kindness of others. Some villagers pitied him, others shook their heads. But Ayaan never felt shame, because in his mind, his future self was already wealthy. One morning, word spread through the town. A respected merchant named Hakim Rabar was giving away fresh milk to the needy, grateful for a year of abundance. When Ayaan heard this, he sprang to life, not to work, but to collect. He rushed to the line, smiling politely, and soon found himself holding a warm clay pot filled with fresh milk. To him, it wasn't milk, it was a possibility. Overjoyed, Ayaan hurried home. His small house was quiet. His father, Yusuf, had already left for the fields before dawn, as he always did. The stove was ready, firewood lay neatly stacked. 2 pieces of bread rested on the table, placed there with care by hands that never stopped working. Ayaan boiled the milk. The soft bubbling sound filled the kitchen. He poured himself a cup, ate his bread, and felt satisfied, not just in body, but in imagination. He placed the remaining milk beside his bed. Then, instead of joining his father in the fields, Ayaan lay down and began to dream. By tomorrow, he thought, this milk will turn into cheese. I'll sell the cheese at the market. With that money, I'll buy a hen. The hen will lay eggs. The eggs will hatch into chicks. I'll raise them, sell them, and soon I'll own an entire poultry farm. His thoughts raced faster. With the money from the chickens, I'll buy cows. I'll open a dairy business. The whole town will depend on me. I'll become rich, respected, and admired. Then I'll buy fine jewelry. Even the king will wear pieces made by me. And when I am powerful enough, I'll marry a beautiful woman from a wealthy family. We'll have a son, strong, handsome, and if that son ever becomes lazy, I'll teach him a lesson. As Ayaan imagined scolding this imaginary child, his emotions overflowed. He reached for a stick lying nearby and swung it in the air. The stick struck the clay pot. Milk spilled across the floor, soaking into the dirt. Every dream flows away in silence. The room went still. Ayaan froze. For the first time that day, he woke up. He stared at the empty pot, at the mess, at the truth. Slowly, he cleaned the floor. Slowly, he sat back down. But instead of working, he returned to dreaming. The next morning, Ayaan walked through the village again, looking, waiting, hoping someone, somewhere would give again. Nothing had changed. The town moved forward. His life did not. And my friends, this is where the story stops being about Ayaan and starts being about us. How often do we build entire futures in our minds without laying a single brick in reality? How often do we ask life for rewards we haven't earned? Dreams without action are like milk in a broken pot. They promise nourishment, but leave us hungry. So let us plant a rule deep in our hearts, Our actions must match our aspirations. If you want success, the key is hard work. If you want achievement, the key is discipline. If you want divine help, the key is prayer paired with effort. Even the laziest soul can change. Even the poorest beginning can rise, but nothing changes until you do. If stories like this awaken something inside you, if they challenge your thinking and strengthen your spirit, then I invite you to subscribe to Pocket Philosophy. This channel exists to sharpen minds, humble hearts, and remind us that wisdom is not found in wishing, but in becoming. Until next time, keep dreaming, yes, but more importantly, keep moving. Thank you.